Welcome back, guys, and this time I decided to do a second video because the last video the quality was only 360 and this one should be at least 720. And so the example one just kind of be a review from what we did last time. And so remember, always calculate the dimensions. And it's rows by columns. So we can make a matrix. And then the dimensions are going to be 2 by 1. So 2 rows and 1 column. And so, again, so it's going to be like that. Let's multiply the first row by the first column. -1 times 1 is -1. Plus -1 times -4, which is +4. And then now the second row by the first column. 0 times 1 is 0, plus -2 times -4, which is +8. And so, as our simplified matrix, it would be 3 and 8. Sorry, I'm just checking the... Alright. And for our next example, example number 2, if my marker wants to work. Alright. My red marker's dying out, so I'm going to have to use my orange one. Alright. -3, 5, -3, -5, 0, -4. Multiply all that by 0, -2, -5, 3, 5, -1. Alright, so again, this is a 2 by 3 by a 3 by 2, so yes, so they're the same value. 2 and 2 are going to be the dimensions. Alright, first row by the first column. -3 times 0 is 0. Plus 5 times -2, -10. And then -3 times -5, which is +15. Let's take the second row by the first column to get this spot. -5 times 0 is 0. 0 times -2 is 0. And then -4 times -5 is +20. Now let's do the first row by the second column. -3 times -1 is 3. 5 times 5 is 25. -3 times 3 is -9. Now let's multiply the second row by the second column. -5 times -1 is +5, plus 0 times 5, which is 0, and then -4 times 3, which is -12. Right. And so let's simplify it. So for our simplified matrix, it would be 5, 19, hold on. On the first column, 3, -0. Okay. And then this would be 20. And then this would be -7. There's our simplified matrix. Alright. For our next example, let's do a scalar. So when we get something like this, this is called the scalar. What we do is we just distribute it to each and every number. And then simplifying the matrix should be fairly easy, because it'd just be -20, 0, 15, and 0. Because all you do is multiply. Alright, this is going to be something. This is going to be our last normal example. After this, it's going to be a little tricky after this one. Alright. Again, can we do it? 2 by 3 and a 3 by 2. So, yes. And then it's going to be a 2 by 2. So, alright. Let's take the first row by the first column. -3 times -1 is 3, positive 3. Plus 3 times 3, which is 9. Plus 2 times -2, which is -4. Now let's take the first row by the second column. -3 times 0 is 0. -3. 3 times -1 is -3. 2 times -3 is -6. Now let's take the second row by both of the columns. -1 times -1 is 1. Plus 2 times 3 is 6. Plus -2 times -2, which is positive 4. For our last one, -1 times 0 is 0. Plus 2 times -1, which is -2. Plus -2 times -3, which is 6. Alright. Now let's simplify it. 8, 11, 4, and -9. Alright, that is our simplified matrix. Alright, now for the harder examples. Alright. My marker wants to open. Alright, my marker seriously won't open. So why do they make Sharpie markers so tight? I can't open it. Alright, my marker doesn't want to open. Alright, it's not going to open. So, alright. For example, 5. We're going to be multiplying 3 matrices together. The thing about this specific marker is that I have to draw slowly for it to show, which is why I prefer Sharpie. It's like right. It seriously won't open. Alright, sorry guys, it won't open. So we're just going to have to use this one. I hope it's dark enough that you guys can see it. No? So I'll just make it dark. Alright, let's see if my Sharpie finally wants to open. Nope, it's not going to open. Alright, I give up trying to open the Sharpie. Anyways, so we do what's in the parentheses first. So that's a 2 by 2 and a 2 by 2, so that's a yes. And the dimensions are going to be 2 by 2. So it's going to be alright, let's do first row, first column. So negative 5 times 1 is negative 5, plus 4 times negative 1 is negative 4. And then, alright, my black Sharpie finally wants to open. Alright. Let's do first row by second column. Negative 5 times 0 is 0, plus 4 times 3, which is 12. Second row by first column. 2 times 1 is 2, plus negative 6 times 1 is positive 6. 2 times 0 is 0, plus negative 6 times 3 is negative 18. Alright. Let's simplify it now. So if we simplify it, we get negative 9, 8, 12, and negative 18. And then we have to multiply it by this one. Okay. For some reason in the rule of matrices, actually because this is in parentheses, this goes on the left. I mean on the right. If you put it on the left, you won't be able to make a matrix. But since this is on the left, and then this is for the parenthetical part, you have to put it on the right. So this is a 3 by 2, and a 2 by 2. So yes, then it's going to be a 3 by 2 matrix. Alright, so first row by the first column, -2 times -9 is 18, plus -5 times 8, which is 40, oh actually, -40. The first row by the second column, -2 times 12 is -24 plus -5 times -18, which is 90. Second row by first column, 6 times -5 is -54, then 2 times 8, which is 16. 6 times 12, which is 72, plus 2 times -18, which is -36. For our final one, third row by first column, -5 times -9 is +45, plus -5 times 8, which is -40. -5 times 12, which is -60, plus -5 times -18 is positive, which is +90. Alright, final step is just to simplify the matrix. So we get -22, -38. Hold on. Sorry. What? Just a bit confused. Because alright. -38. What? Alright. And then 5, 90 minus 24 is 66. 72, subtract 36 is 36, and then 30. Alright. Thank you for watching today's video on multiplying matrices part 2. If you guys need more help on multiplying 3 matrices, I'll gladly do it. Remember to put this on the right because it's already right on the equation. Because if you put it on the left, it'll be impossible to make a matrix out of that. Thanks for watching. Bye.